You know, at some point, the Sixers are going to have to start beating the teams in front of them in the Eastern Conference. At some point is the playoffs, by the way. But with the exception of the Pacers, that hasn't been the case so far. And going back a couple of seasons, Philly has now lost 12 of 15, including last season's playoff series against Boston. Opportunity tonight. Again, no Kyrie Irving in the lineup and a different Philly team with Tobias Harris out there. Is it important in your mind to start winning these head-to-head games? Just, I don't know, I hate to play the psychological card, but that's where I'm going with this. Just so when you see them in the postseason, you know you can do it.
Look, the coach is going to play off it either way. If you don't wind up beating him at all, he's going to go in and say, we haven't beaten this team yet, and here we are in the playoffs against them. We can beat them, but these are the things we didn't do during the regular season that we have to do now. The other side of it is that you do beat them and you say, look, we can do this. We know that. Look what we did in this game. All the things we weren't able to do in the other two games against them, we did it in this one game. That's our formula for success.
Well, and the other thing that's kind of interesting about this relative to Boston and Philadelphia, Boston's actually been better against the top teams in the East than Philadelphia has by quite a bit. And that's when you take into account the rocky start. So if you're looking at Boston, you can choose to look at one of two different things. And if you're looking at Philly, you can choose to do the same thing. It's just that right now, Philadelphia is playing so incredibly well in those two games with Tobias Harris. Right. Everybody is completely blinded by the fact that, of course, they'll never lose again.
Yeah, 2 games now we've seen Tobias Harris in that lineup. What kind of an impact has he made so far?
Well, why don't we take a look at some of the things this young man does as a teammate now in Philadelphia. First thing is he has the ability to make his teammates better. Watch, he takes the ball to the middle of the floor. He looks over. He knows we have opportunity here to go to the right, but he looks that way but understands my big man's on the baseline underneath, so he drops it off for an easy score. He has the ability to take that handoff and attack off the dribble in a half-court set, and my goodness, that's McGee that got dunked on.
He can do that too.
Yeah, he can. He can rebound the ball, bring it down, and once again, you come over and give him a little drag screen, watch him turn the corner, and guess what? It's McGee again on him. So what's he going to do? Take him off the dribble, come up on the other side, and use the rim as a protector. Here, he's running for a layup, but he realizes the ball is going to the opposite corner. So he backs out behind the three-point line, all by himself, tees it up, and knocks down the three. He does a lot of things. That was a great pickup, I felt, for Philadelphia.
He makes that look easy, the transition with a new team a couple of games in. How many players can do it that quickly?
Not very many, but he's also like a perfect complementary piece who also has high-level offensive skills.
Yeah.
Very often you have to be incredibly ball dominant to be an effective offensive player, and Tobias has always been able to play whatever role a team asks him to play. That's why he's such a safe acquisition when you're trying to really put the pedal to the metal, because Tobias is very accepting of whatever it takes to win basketball games. That's the #1 consideration for him. The thing that I think makes them special with Tobias has less even to do with the offensive side. When he's on the floor right now, defensively, they are enormous. And what's happened is very similar to what happened with DeMarcus Cousins in Golden State. Everybody else got excited and started playing harder. This version of Joel Embiid makes it almost impossible to get an entry pass into the paint.
Right.